So, what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed a fantastic report about the youth going downtown Toronto last week and engaging with the people who live on the streets. You missed a powerful story about how they engaged with people and people spoke with them and shared with them, and how they were able to speak and share with others and to see some of what life can be like down there. You missed the story of Nicole, who is a woman who asks for compassion and change outside of the Princess of Wales Theatre. She has the sign that says, "Do not judge me." We heard a little bit about her story, and we learned her name. That was a fantastic sharing from leaders and the youth who went downtown last week. You missed some great music. The Jubilants sang "Bless the Broken Road," which somehow seemed appropriate on the second Advent as we hear from John the Baptist and we hear about making the roads straight, and as we prepare not just for Christmas but in fact for Christ, for the presence of God in our midst. And if you stuck around long enough and listened long enough, you heard the story of Winnie the Pooh and John the Baptist. We wondered, in fact, what Winnie the Pooh and John the Baptist have in common, besides the middle name, the. And when all was said and done, we focused on the message of hope. Winnie the Pooh was always hopeful. John the Baptist also hopeful. Because when you take away the pyrotechnics, the noise, the brood of vipers yelling stuff, what you hear from John the Baptist is a promise that tomorrow will not be the same as today. John the Baptist was always about hope and promise, and he invited people to come down to the river, to be baptized, to submerge themselves in the water and die, and then come alive again, letting go of the past, coming alive into a new life. And that's the invitation for us this Christmas, or any time actually, to let go of the past, to die to the old way and come alive to a new way, to be men and women of the future. And then I shared some stories about people who are letting go of the past, coming alive to a new way. People who will, for the first time, say, "I love you." People who will go to their first AA meeting. People who will speak to a neighbor they've never spoken with before. People who are willing to give up cynicism and embrace hope. Die to the old way, come alive to the new. Because that's what John the Baptist offered. Not just that we were getting it wrong, but there was a way to get it right. That's what John preached. And that's what people came by the thousands to hear. And that's what we need to hear today. So perhaps you missed that at Jubilee. With any luck, you'll be with us next week, and you won't miss what we share. But even if you missed it with us Sunday, you don't have to miss it all week. You can start to let go of the past. Not be afraid to die to the old way. Risk a little. Come alive to a new way of being. And realize that you can be a man or a woman of the future. There is hope, and that you're part of it. Hope we don't miss you next week at Jubilee. Thank you. God bless.